this is me. Today I have another output VST video and we're going to be working with analog strings today. It's a beautiful instrument. It's a virtual string instrument that has modern sounds and very unique sounds, very unique textures. So you definitely have to get it along with analog brass. But this one is very different. You know, a lot of people sleep on it. I don't want you to be the one sleeping on it. I want you, if you have it, to know more about it. And I'm going to show you how to expand your use of it. I'm going to show you how to use it in a different way than you probably ever used it before. Oh, yes, I want to expand your knowledge on it. And when you expand your knowledge, of course, you expand your creativity. So we're going to be exploring analog strings arpeggiation menu. And I'm going to show you how you can make beautiful melodies using the arpeggiation option within analog strings, okay? You can completely transform this sound. You can completely transform a preset within the arpeggiation menu and also with swapping out the sounds. But I'm going to show you that and hopefully to spark your creativity. So let's just jump right into it. So if you have analog strings and using it within Logic Pro X, I would suggest you use it within Komplete Control because you really have complete control, okay? So you can, you know, choose a scale. You can also choose a chord mode, you know, and you can choose what type of chords you want to use. All right, so it's pretty cool. So we turn it off for now, but I just wanted to say that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and find a sound. I thought I favorited it. Okay, anyway, favorite your sounds that you like, okay? This is how it sounds. All right, and as you can see, it got a it sounds like it's arping, but that's just a delay. So we're gonna turn all of this, everything off. All right, so we're gonna turn off the effects, and then we're gonna turn off the rhythm. And then we're gonna edit, and then I'm gonna turn off the loops here. And then so now we have a complete clean sound. So that's what you can do. Just, you know, if you want to, first of all, change the way the preset sound. You can go into the effects and turn off the things. You can go into the edit. You can turn off whatever is triggered here. You can turn off anything. All right, so let's go to the ARP menu. We're gonna turn it on. So it's super cool. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the different arpeggiation types, okay? So if you click here, this is the Arp type menu, and you can choose the type of arpeggiation type that you want. And there are 11 types now. In Substance Bass, the pedal is included as one. You could say it's 12, but I'm gonna tell you what pedal means, okay? You can choose pedal along with any of these, okay? So that's why I'm not gonna call it an arpeggiation type, but it does affect the arpeggiation. So you have 11 different arpeggiations, okay, as you can see. So we have the up arpeggiation. Up plays the notes ascending. So it starts low and goes up. Down does the opposite. It descends. It plays your notes going downward. So up, down plays your notes ascending, then descending. Down, up. Let me turn this one off actually. So up, down plays your notes ascending, then descending. Down, up plays your notes descending, then ascending. So zigzag up plays your notes zigzagging upward, okay? So it plays it in this manner. It plays it in the lowest to the second highest, to the lowest, then the second highest, and then it, you know, repeats itself. So zigzag down does the complete opposite of zigzag up. It starts on the highest, then it goes to the second lowest, then to the second highest, then to the lowest, then to the highest. You know, it starts repeating, okay? And then zigzag down, it plays the zigzag down pattern, then it plays the zigzag up pattern. Then the zigzag down plays the pattern zigzag down first, and then it plays the zigzag up. So that's just the opposite. And then random, of course, randomizes your notes. So as played plays your chord notes in the order of the notes in the chord. So what I mean is it plays the notes. So in a C chord, if I play a C, so the C chord is made up of 3 notes. You got the first note, the third note, and the 5th note, okay? So it plays 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, back and forth, okay? Chord bowl, it plays your note in a polyphonic manner. You hear the chord in it though? So that is the ARP type menu. You could choose any of these arp type patterns to affect the sound of your arpeggiation. Here you have your pattern menu, right? You can choose arpeggiation patterns in the form of simple, syncopated, and triplets. So simple is just that, it's simple. Nothing too crazy. And you have 3 different pages of simple, all right? And the magic really comes when you play the chords. So I'm gonna turn on. Gorgeous. Let's try a different arpeggiation pattern that is simple. So this down here is the step table, okay? So right now I'm gonna just jump to the rate knob here because the rate knob is very important. This controls the speed of the arpeggio. So as you can see, the notes in this arpeggio has a note rate of 132, which is kind of fast. So you can change the speed of your arpeggio by just turning the knob. All right, you can go all the way up to 164 triplet. And all the while, we still have the same arp pattern, okay? So you can do so many things with just one arp pattern. And you can also choose a note rate by just clicking on this box here. And you can choose, so if you got a favorite like that you like to go to, then you go here. So I usually like the dotted notes for my R&B stuff, triplets for like hip hop. And then, you know, you got the ungutted, you know, note rates. Let's go back to the pattern menu and let's go to some syncopated styles. I think syncopated is more avant-garde of all of them. That could be like a whole little song melody right there. And you got 3 pages, of course, of each, so this is something. All right, and I'm playing just 2 notes for all of these things. As you can see, these bars, these white lines, that represents the volume level, okay? So let's go to triplet. I like triplets. See, you don't have to think too hard for a melody when you use the arpeggiation mode. So let's see if we... So, yes, I got a little carried away, but it's so fun, it's so fun. So as you can see, you know what I'm saying, you can get very creative and you don't have to think too hard. It's like it created a melody for you and all you have to do is program some things. So if you click these arrows beneath the arp pattern menu, it'll just manually go to the next pattern, okay? I'm gonna get to this next. So the steps, you can have up to 32 steps or you can have fewer steps. All right, these represent a step within your pattern. You can have just one. And then you can have 2 steps. So here we see this visual table. This is called the step table. So this step table allows you to program the accent level of each note. The accent level just means really the volume. The volume controls how the sound is perceived, right? So you can definitely manually change this. So if you go down here to fix velocity, all of this will be ignored because it'll play all of the notes at the same volume. And now all of them have the same volume. I like to fix velocity. You just have to choose it to how you see fit for it in your project or a song or whatever you're using it for. But I know arpeggiation is very important because even if you're doing hi-hats, you want them at different levels. So it would just make sense, you know, how they did it without the fixed velocity. You can reverse this step pattern and all it does is basically turn it around. So let's go to a triplet because you can usually see a triplet visuals better. If I reverse it, you see it just turned it around. You can randomize it. So reps means repetition. It controls the amount of repetition of each note step. So I'll show you what I mean. So right now we have it on 1. So yeah, so if I go to reps, it goes 1 and then it plays the patterns. So if I go to 2, it'll play dun dun and then it'll play the pattern. If I go to 3, 1, 2, 3, watch. It goes dun dun dun. And this creates an ostinato. An ostinato is a continually repeated musical phrase or rhythm. 1, 2, 3. If I do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's that. Reps is pretty cool, especially because this is a string instrument. And then here is the octaves. Octaves is pretty cool because you can control how many octaves, you know, the arpeggiation is going up. So this is none, then I do 1. It makes the arpeggiation much more nuanced when you change the octave. So let's go to 4. You can even go lower. All right, so then let's talk about the pedal. That's gonna be my last thing. So the pedal, it determines whether the lowest or the highest note will be alternated, you know, when it is on. So like this one is starting at the lowest because it's a zigzag up pattern. But if I turn on high, it alternates the highest note first. And then when it's off, because this is a zigzag up pattern, as you can see, it starts on the down. It's going to automatically play the down anyway. And so with this patch, this is what I did with it. I made it gorgeous. You can definitely screenshot this if you want to try out this preset, okay? And I am keeping the arpeggiation off for this side. But you can make it something totally different when you have both arpeggiators on. All right, so let me see what they got. They got a simple one. Let's put a triplet on it. Let's see. I want to try this lower. So I want to talk about something else. So you see the tuning, I turned my tuning up, you know, plus 12, but you can turn that down. Something else I wanted to show you before we get out of here is that you could change these instrument sounds. So you can just click on the instrument window, as you can see this visual here, and you can choose a different orchestral instrument because that's what they are using. So you can choose a large staccato. I'm gonna change the B because B is actually our supporting sound. Ooh, you can make some fire loops with that. It's kind of low. You can turn the volume up. I'm not gonna do that. Gorgeous. That's the luminous guitar. So you can completely change the sound of a preset. You can use one preset and do a million different things with one preset. I'm telling you. Thick strings. Ooh, she thick. Output arcade. There's particles. That's what it sounds like. I know particles when I hear it. So yeah, it sounds more like a string instrument with the two solo pizzicatos. But in my music, I know I would definitely use something different. But I would keep that, you know, just to start off with and then play around. So I'm going to save this as a new preset. And you can turn on the effects again if you want to. That'd be gorgeous if I, you know, played it and programmed it. All right, so let me turn on the rhythm again. You can go to the main page and mess with the macro. Ooh, turn on the reverb. There we go. All right. So this was fun. Thank you for watching.